we're here with the Cervélo P5 and kit of professional triathlete Nikki Bartlett. Thanks for joining us, Nikki.
Thanks very much for having me on.
Nikki's going to join us today and talk us through her kit and some of her setup choices. Okay, so Nikki, first things first, this isn't the latest Cervélo P5, so why are you riding an older model?
Yeah, so I bought this P5 online. I decided to kind of take control of my own bike this year, and I've modified it with sponsorship and supporters, products and brands onto the bike.
Cool, well let's take a closer look at some of those modifications. Okay Nikki, so let's start with the Cockpit. So this is the 3T Aduro Cockpit stem combo. Talk me through like your experience with the bars, your setup choices, how have you found it?
Yeah, so this came with the bike as it was. I find that I can get into a nice kind of aggressive position this way. It's
so
nice and comfortable.
You got your hands up.
Yeah, and my actual Garmin comes here, so kind of
okay.
I keep my hands on top, and then every now and then have a glance at the power. And Rob, my coach, Rob Cheatham, set the bike up accordingly, and he actually dropped these underneath.
Okay, so the pads, the pads are sitting
on top.
Elbow rest
yeah.
is below rather than on top.
On top of the.
So for that, you've obviously had to put the bolts through underneath.
Yeah.
And then chop them, I assume.
Yeah, so chopped.
Okay, right.
Then, so it's really modified for
so
my
that's
position.
got you down like an extra centimetre,
I think.
so?
Yeah, I think
so it's really marginal, but it's clearly...
marginal, but it's quite efficient.
Okay, and then I've noticed on the actual base bar, you're using almost like skateboard grip tape.
Yeah. Well, I don't plan to be on these bars that often, but actually this is perfectly comfortable, and I found because I get quite sweaty and get gels sticky that actually this became just a mess and it just kind of rolled off. So this is a nice addition.
And I guess it's like smooth with the airflow if we're going to be specific.
Oh, yeah, if you're going to be really picky.
Cool, and then we've got the Magura hydraulic brakes, and these are the RT8 brakes. Have you found the hydraulic brakes if you have at all?
I don't personally notice it, but
well, hopefully you're not braking too much.
Yeah, hopefully not braking too much. But yeah, I guess in Dubai I wasn't braking at all, so along the motorway. So yeah, no, they're great. Okay,
so you've mentioned about your Garmin between your hands, but at the moment I can't actually see a Garmin mount there. So how is it attached?
Yeah, so I have a system between my bars, of which is a water bottle which I bring out towards me.
And what brand is that?
XLAB.
Okay, yeah.
I prefer the bottle rather than a kind of one you refill. And then the Garmin comes out towards the front.
Brilliant, okay. And then to round off your Cockpit, you then have Shimano Dura-Ace Di2 on the bars. Moving back through the bike and onto the crankset, you are running the Rotor 2-in power crankset and Powermeter, dual-sided Powermeter. So what's your experience been with that?
Yeah, I really like the fact that you can charge, just open it up and charge it up.
Yeah.
Nice. It's a great little system to use. And I don't actually know if this is what you're meant to feel with Q-rings, but I feel that you have a better pull-up motion.
Okay, yeah, I did notice you're running Q-rings rather than standards. You're running a 54-39.
Yeah, 54. I've actually had to change the 54 into my road bike because I feel like I can get much better connection because I'm quite an overgearer.
Right, yeah.
If anything. So yeah, I really prefer the bigger chainring.
Cool. And then you're running a 172.5 crank length. And then on the end of those, you've got the Keo 2 Max blade pedals in a nice white. Yeah,
the worst colour scat. It just looks dirty all the time. But yeah, the great pedals.
Moving back again, we've got the Shimano Dura-Ace 9000 rear mech and front mech, and then quite obvious here, we have the Ceramic Speed OSPW jockey wheels.
Yeah, they're brilliant. That's a new addition I've had this year. I really like it, and the bottom bracket as well.
Cool. So yeah, the idea behind the OSPW jockey wheels is that it basically smooths out the chain flow rather than going around any tight angles that can increase friction. And then you've got a standard chain on at the moment, but I understand...
Yeah, that's my training chain. Then I put a Ceramic Speed chain on for race day. With nice white dust, which goes everywhere, but it's lush. I really like it.
And then you've got Shimano 1128 cassette.
Yeah.
And do you ride that for most races?
Yeah, I just basically keep that on, I think. Yeah,
so it's a nice range.
Yeah, a nice range that I'm just used to.
Onto the wheels, and you've got a sponsorship with Rolf. So you've got the Rolf Ares 6 on the front and then the disc on the back. How do you find them?
Yeah, I love them. They're super lightweight, really efficient. I love the few spokes, and you can actually modify the decals and free hub if you want it to kind of match your frame and colour. So I just went with the simple white and grey.
Yeah, it's a nice touch.
Yeah, I really love it. And
So-
I don't notice, like, because there's few spokes, people wonder if like you feel the wind more, but I don't feel the wind with the few spokes or the disc wheels, so I really like them.
Awesome. Okay, so on the front we've got the Area 6, which is actually a 60mm depth, and then that is a 26mm rim width. And then on that you have the GP Supersonic tyre from Continental, and you've got that in a 23?
Yeah, 23 on both.
Both,
Yeah.
and they're both clincher wheels. Then on the disc, it's a 20mm rim width, so 23mm tyre to match that. Okay, Nikki, for the finishing touches, so I've noticed this pouch on the top.
Yeah.
So this doesn't come standard with the bike.
No, it doesn't. So there's screws underneath that you can just literally screw in through the pouch, so it's not moving.
Okay.
Yeah, I had an experience at Ironman Bolton last year where I had a pouch on which was Velcro, and it turned around and all my nutrition came out.
Oh no.
So I needed one to stay put this year.
Okay, so you can easily get into that. It's just like
Yeah,
kind
it's
of a
really
nice sort
easy.
of flexible plastic you can store your gels in.
Yeah.
Awesome. And then onto the saddle, and this is the ISM Adamo Breakaway.
Yeah.
So you like the split nose?
Yeah, I
straps?
love it. It looks super uncomfy for those who haven't tried it out before, but it's the most comfiest saddle I've ever sat on. So yeah, I've just had that for the whole time I've done triathlon.
So it just sort of allows you to kind of, I guess,
yeah,
perch
get onto
on
the front end and be comfy, and I've never had any kind of saddle sore issues or anything. So yeah, it's a really comfortable saddle.
Okay, Nikki, your race kit now. Let's talk through this.
Yes, this is obviously from Fusion, the PWR. I absolutely love this kit. It's really light. It's actually got UV protection in it for +50. And the moisture management in it is fantastic. I mean, I'm a heavy sweater and it never feels heavy. It kind of just wicks away the sweat, so to speak. And it's got great pockets for nutrition.
Brilliant.
On the side and also on the back.
Oh, that's great. So you've been with Fusion for a couple of years?
Yeah. They're actually going to the extent they've got a new SLI kit out, which has got quite a lot of black on it, and for the hotter races it wouldn't quite be ideal for myself. So they're actually going to the extent of putting all the sky blue into the places where it's black, which is amazing and really appreciate it. But yeah, so that new kit's on its way. So this was my made up one for I'm under by 70.3.
Your wetsuit for the swim. So you've just signed with Zone3, I understand?
Yeah, Zone3, and this is a Vanquish wetsuit. Really flexible. I usually found with the wetsuits that when the speed suits pulled up, I actually feel quite claustrophobic around my chest. So this one's really flexible and I feel nice and comfortable.
So previously, what, you used to pull your speed suit down?
Yeah, used to pull the speed suit down.
Underneath the wetsuit?
Yeah, so there's no need after this. And I've always got stuck in the wetsuit with my legs, but this gives optimum performance in terms of getting the wetsuit nice and quickly off.
Brilliant. And so it's neutral buoyancy as well, so you know, for your good swimmers, it sort of just keeps you nice and level in the water. Okay, and then onto your bike equipment. So this is your helmet, and this is the Kask Mistral.
Yeah, this one's new out this year. I've always raced in a Bambino. It's nice to kind of partner with a brand which you've already ridden with their helmet for the last couple of years. So this one's a nice upgrade, and I love the blue colours and it matches my race suit.
Yeah, it's really cool. So I understand that the Bambino, well, the Mistral is kind of a progression from the Bambino. It's the same shell, just slightly elongated, so kind of the tail fits into your back.
I know
nicely.
I'm in the right position if kind of the tail's there.
You just feel it touching.
Just feel it touching.
Okay, and then you've got a mirror lens on here, which I believe is an addition as well.
Yeah. So that's a new addition, which I'll be racing in Ironman South Africa.
Okay, and finally onto your run kit, some sunnies for the run, and these are fairly new ones they're Kask sunglasses.
Yeah, so made by Kask, so it's a new edition. These are the open cube sunglasses, which I absolutely love. They got a kind of ventilation system in the front end, so even if you're a heavy sweater like me, it kind of like makes air ventilation nice and smooth through, so it kind of doesn't clog up the lenses.
And quite an obvious thing here.
Yeah.
That's very different. So
yeah, no, it's really cool. So it can kind of shape around your head size, I guess. So yeah, Mark's testing them out. The model.
I think I've got it straight there. Okay, and then onto your running shoes.
Yeah, so these are my Skechers Go Run Ride 6s. I've always worn these in training and racing throughout 2017, and the new Go Run Ride 7s are coming out soon. But these, I train and race in these shoes. So
they're quite lightweight, but well-cushioned shoe for racing.
I've never had any feet issues with these shoes. I've never had lost toenails or blisters or anything. So yeah, the lightweight and they've got a nice air ventilation system at the front end.
So you wear them for like your half marathons and your marathons as well. So cushioned enough for a marathon run.
Yeah, really cushioned for marathon run. Yeah.
That is the pro bike and kit of Nikki Bartlett. Thanks so much for joining us today.
Thanks for having me on.
It's been awesome. If you'd like to see more videos from GTN, just click on the globe and subscribe.
If you'd like to see the video of my coach Rob Cheatham's wife, Susie Cheatham's pro bike, click here.
And if you'd like to see how to cycle faster for free with Matthew Botchell, just click here.